Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free Trap Ministry. I am on here to share about celebrating, celebrating doing wrong, celebrating doing evil in hip hop is not helping our community. Celebrate doing wrong in the movie industry is not helping nobody. No matter how much money, no matter how much money you make, celebrating doing wrong in hip hop is not helping the people who are in love with hip hop. Look at all the stuff that's happening in hip hop. Look at all the stuff that's happening in the world. Celebrating doing wrong in hip hop, in the hip hop music industry and in the world, it ain't helping nobody. Young men and women think wrong is the new right, to do wrong, because they heard it celebrated. Celebrating doing wrong in hip hop is not helping the people who are in love. Men and women are in love. They are in love with a violent hip hop content. People are in love with those lyrics. People listen to those lyrics, get them lyrics in their mind, and they go out and try to repeat what they just heard. They in love with it. They in love with it. And then it's heartbreak. Those lyrics are heartbreaking. Because what are they rapping about? Taking penitentiary chances, bragging about going to jail, bragging about all this stuff, and then try to justify it and say music gonna be music. I ain't doing nothing wrong. It ain't got nothing to do with no music. It's about what you celebrating. But they want everybody in the world to buy into what they're saying. Proverbs 2:14. Proverbs 2:14 says, for those who enjoy evil and rejoice in twistedness. People are in love with celebrating what's wrong. They celebrate what's wrong in the hip hop music industry. They celebrate what's doing wrong in Hollywood. Doing wrong is celebrated, but nobody wants to deal with the consequences. There is consequences when you celebrating that. When you celebrating the street life, it's doing wrong is celebrated, and it don't last long. Doing wrong is celebrated. It's celebrated. There is a way of life that looks harmless. There is a way of life that looks harmless. The way of life that looks harmless, but look again, it leads straight to hell. People appear to be having a good time celebrating doing wrong, but it all ends in heartbreak. All these hip hop rap concerts where people are getting hurt because the rapper on the stage promoting doing wrong, but people paying tickets to go see that because they in love with violent lyrics. They in love with doing wrong. They in love. That's how a lot of rappers in hip hop got to the top of the rap game, by rapping about violent stuff. That's how a lot of women in hip hop got to the top of the rap game, by rapping about violence, rapping about doing wrong. If you pull all the violence out of it, nobody won't buy it. Nobody won't buy it. Celebrating doing wrong ain't helping nobody. It's not helping anyone. No matter how much money you getting, no matter how much money or fame you got, at the end of the day, all that stuff is empty. It's empty. Celebrate doing wrong every day. And the young man or woman that listen to it, they buying into all those lyrics. Celebrating doing wrong in hip hop and even in Hollywood, it ain't helping nobody. Even the movies in Hollywood, that do affect people's mind. But people are being deceived. People are so in love with entertainment. It's not about entertainment. What you put inside here can affect you. There is a way of life that looks harmless. It looks harmless. It looks harmless to go see a movie that's promoting death and destruction in Hollywood. And that movie will get in your mindset. It will mess with your mind. It will mess with your mind. So that's why our world is so messed up today. Nobody wanna celebrate a relationship with Christ. People love celebrating doing what's wrong. And long as you keep celebrating doing what's wrong in hip hop and in the movie industry, the same thing gonna happen. Because people are so in love with entertainment. Entertainment is not important. Represent doing wrong in hip hop day in and day out. That's why all these rappers are getting taken out. Look at what they celebrating. It's heartbreaking. There is a way of life that seems harmless. It seems harmless. The way of life that they rapping about leads straight to hell. It leads straight to hell. What they talking about, and it leads to heartbreak. Yeah, they laughing. They got the Benz, they got the car, they got all this stuff. They celebrating doing wrong, but there is a way of life that seems harmless, but in the end, it leads straight to hell. But some people are so in love with their violent lyrics, they continue to put this stuff in their mind. Then they tell their kids, don't do this, don't do wrong, don't do this. That's being a hypocrite. So celebrate doing wrong in hip hop. It's not helping. It's not helping our community, no matter how much money. There is a way of life that seems harmless, but in the end, it leads straight to hell. Rappers and hip hop seem to be having a good time, but all that laughter gonna end in heartbreak. Those heartbreak. They end in heartbreak. Celebrate doing wrong. It's not gonna get you nowhere. It's not gonna get you nowhere. And nowadays, if you don't rap about violent stuff, nobody won't buy your stuff. The hip hop out today is not hip hop. It's not hip hop. And the stuff that was back in the 90s, it's not hip hop. But celebrating doing wrong is not helping the hip hop community, and it's not helping the world. I pray for people that don't even know that they celebrating doing wrong. The lyrics that they listen to is represent doing wrong. But people are so blind to God's truth, they don't know. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness and love will lead them to repentance. They will let God change their mindset. Bye bye.